listening to me? I look into your eyes and I can't tell whether you're getting anything I'm saying.
What's up, everyone? It's Sleepy P, and this is the Sleepy Shell Core. Welcome back. It's great to see you. Today, I'm going to tell you why Yellowstone and all of its spin-off programs are fucking awesome, and you need to watch these things. But before we get into that, please make sure that you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm a brand new channel, been going just over a month now, and it's going great guns. I can't believe it. So stick with me, help me out. Follow me on Twitter at the Sleepy Shell Core. Let's get into this. So for those of you who don't know, there's a program, well, there's some programs on Paramount Plus at the moment called Yellowstone. They're all to do with Yellowstone, and I cannot believe how good this TV show is, right? I'm going to be straight up, I'm going to be honest. I got Paramount Plus because I had a week's free trial, and I thought, oh, it'd be pretty cool to watch Maverick again. I saw it in the cinema, but I thought, do you know what, I'm going to watch it again. So I got the free trial, week's trial for Paramount Plus, and I have become hooked on the Yellowstone franchise. It is absolutely epic. Now, the first one I watched was 1883. Seriously, I cannot explain how good this was. It is so gritty. It's so real. Honestly, I can't describe how good this is. If you haven't seen it, you need to go and watch it. Even if you're not the sort of person who enjoys a western or a cowboy flick, it's so well done. The scenery is so beautiful. It's so well acted. This program has got everything. Now, the second one I started watching after I'd finished the 1883 season, and there is a new season coming, thank God, I started watching 1923 with Helen Mirren and Harrison Ford in it. And this is like a follow-on from the 1883. It's set 40 years later, and again, I cannot get over how good this program is. It literally just grabs you by the throat, shoves you back in your chair, stuffs popcorn in your mouth, and just says, enjoy me, and it's so easy to enjoy it. Again, an amazing cast, brilliant actors, and the story, it just flows seamlessly on from 1883, and obviously nicely into the Yellowstone now with Kevin Costner. Now look, I do a lot of videos about TV shows and how shit they're doing, especially all the woke crap that's going on at the moment. But look at this, season 1, 1923, 91% critic rating and 75% user score. That's fantastic. I mean, to be honest, I'm even surprised that it's low like that. I would have expected it to be a lot higher, but you know, you can't please all the people all the time. But if you haven't seen it, you need to see it. And here we go, 1883, 89% critic score, 82% average audience score. It's amazing. That's so good. And you know, when I see this, it's like, oh, you know, just warms my heart. I mean, Tim McGraw and Faith Hill play the mum and dad, and I didn't know they were married in real life, but they play so well together. And Isabel May, who plays Elsa, you probably know her as Georgie's crush in the Sheldon TV show, and she is amazing in this. She makes this. But 89% and 82%, you've got to go and check this out. Honestly, I'm sure you can probably get like the week's free subscription. Watch 1883 first, and then we've got the one that I've just started now, Yellowstone. 84% and 74% for the average audience score. It's got Kevin Costner in it, and this is Kevin Costner back to the Kevin Costner that should have been had it not been for Waterworld. And if you've seen like Dances with Wolves, The Bodyguard, you know, this is Kevin Costner at his best. He he does the part so much justice, and it is a great TV show. Yellowstone, why is it so popular and what is it? It's become a surprise hit. It's become a surprise hit, and it's a show about a Montana ranch. It was the biggest series on cable, and it's launched its own franchise. Television's been living in a golden age for almost 2 decades now. The advent of streaming's only increased the number of prestigious and high-profile series to generate headlines. With many people cutting the cord and switching to streaming, it seemed like the linear network model was going out the door. While it has had to be reworked in some respects, many successful series still draw viewers to live television, and no show has exemplified that more than Yellowstone. It's created by Taylor Sheridan. Yellowstone follows the Dutton family who own the Yellowstone Ranch, which is the largest ranch in Montana. The patriarch of the family, John Dutton, Kevin Costner, is the 6th generation Dutton to own the ranch and leads his family through difficult times with developers, the national park bordering Broken Rock Indian as a reservation, as well as internal family conflicts. The series is filled with melodrama, dark secrets, murder, and many other sorts of scandalous events that makes it feel like the entertaining 21st century successor to Dallas. Fuck that, that's just a cheap chicken shit comparison. It's nothing like Dallas. But if you've watched 1883 and 1923, as I did, first it kind of sets the scene, and I think it adds so much more gravity, to the franchise. It's grown in popularity, it's become must-see television for many. Yet on the surface, the subject does not seem that appealing. The massive success has caught many off guard, with many younger viewers not being aware it existed. So, you see, this is the problem. It's like everybody makes TV shows now, so we've got to get the younger viewers, and they're just churning out all this woke nonsense, race swapping characters, shoving agendas down your throat, and the older generation, I don't care what you say, you're not going to change their minds, and they don't like this. When you've got a TV show like Yellowstone that appeals to everybody, you know it's going to be a success. It's not woke, it's not garbage, it tells you how it really is. It's like a slap in the face of reality. So yeah, a classic tale told in a uniquely American way, and it's like, if you ever watched a John Wayne movie or a Clint Eastwood movie, it's just like what they would be like if they were made now. It's so, I don't know, it's just so captivating. When one reads the outline of Yellowstone, one thing to notice is the conflict is a generational one, and it taps into America's history. Compared to other countries, America's still rather young at 246 years old, so there is much of a historical dynasty to draw from. But Yellowstone's focus is on an American family who's looking over land they've held since the Civil War. And again, if you watch 1883, it shows you how they came by the land. It has a classic element to it, similar to a story of a king watching over the kingdom from outsiders. That element, combined with the family backstabbing and squabbles, gives this series a Shakespearean lens which shows that across nations and borders, these stories are universally human. And it's just, I mean, this is where a lot of people are going to have a problem with Yellowstone, because it does return to a more conservative and traditional view of the rancher as a symbol of masculinity, and the series does engage with the difficult discussion about stolen Native American land that some past westerns did not. A lot of past westerns, they always glorified the cowboys and demonized the Native Americans, and especially 1883, it shows so much respect, for the Native Americans in it. Yellowstone provides something comforting and classical for its audiences, while mixing it up to provide them with not only a new experience but something more to think about, and it makes you think. Now, Yellowstone's target demographic is an older audience, and older audiences are the ones who are still likely to have cable and not be active on social media sites like Twitter and Facebook. They're used to watching television live, so they're tuning into a linear network like Paramount. Whereas the other hit series like Succession and Euphoria are still drawing larger numbers on HBO, their audiences are split between those who watch it live on television and those who watch it on HBO Max. And once on streaming, some may wait a day or two, while Yellowstone has the advantage of its audience watching it live. Now, I personally, I prefer to binge stuff. You know, I like to get like 2 or 3 shows in a night. If you call that binging, maybe not, but that's just me. I don't like having to wait week to week for stuff, and that's because Netflix has ruined me. So why 1883 proves creator Taylor Sheridan is the king of the modern Western? I mean, just watch it and you will see that he is the king of the modern Western. Many reasons for the decline of Westerns have had to do with the severe lack of realism, anti-Native American attitudes, pro-Confederate sympathies, and the macho lead actor who solves his problems with a pistol. Yellowstone still has, it's got your macho, brute, rough cowboys. I mean, they are a reality. But there's also some extremely strong female characters in there. That it just rounds the program off very nicely. Representation. His Westerns do an excellent job of representing the different people of the period. 1883 is no exception. Whilst traversing Oklahoma, the caravan has to gain permission from the Comanche to pass. And when the Comanche come to break bread with the group, Elsa takes a liking to Sam, one of the visiting warriors. I'm not going to go too much into it because I don't want to spoil it, but it is a belting storyline, and like I say, I can't recommend this series enough. Go and watch it. And I honestly, I would say start with 1883, then do 1923, and then move on to Yellowstone. It puts a lot of stuff into perspective, and I think it makes for a more enjoyable watching experience. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Do not forget to like and subscribe. This is Sleepy P, and this is the Sleepy Shell Court. Thanks for watching, and peace out.